thick of the pie, thick of the ply, thick of the bag. Mean I'm a buy, not leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation. We was on roll like tires. But we gon' laugh. I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is TJ Yeldon, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Jackson. This is Yeldon on the dump off. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Dobbs now on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13.
Ohio! Here we go! Ohio!
To throw is Dobbs. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Jackson on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st and 10, Downs. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go. Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson now, looking to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jackson on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Take it in at the 22. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Pulled in at the 24. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Watching that, Barney! Barney!
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. This time Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. And that one complete to Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. But it's especially important on the road. And now he's made his team's task that much more difficult with these interceptions.
Now a pair of first-half picks. We'll see how he bounces back later. Right now, their defense needs to respond. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And the return man, Chris Moore. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw Dobbs. On the left side, it's McDonald. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Boswell's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Here's Dobbs to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Breaks through into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and now running right through it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maben.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Allen has it, left side. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson underneath to Allen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heat it up deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Byington. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's
They go play action now. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Set. Green 39.
Jackson. He hits White, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kevin White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Complete to Washington. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jackson on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Ravens on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever.
Gun! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Dancing to his left. And Allen's got it. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33. Now Allen. And some room to run now. And down inside the 15 he goes. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's first and 10 at the 14.
Hey, got three down. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it,
You
yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. To throw on second down. Jackson to Allen on the dump off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. To the right and complete to Galladay. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Terrell Suggs able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Ohio, here we go. Man 38.
Back to throw Dobbs. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Flex round! Ohio! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson jostles free. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Flex round!
So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
To throw is Dobbs. Flush to his right. Room here to run. He's still on his feet. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play in overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle.